Hey everybody, Tyson's Honor here. I want to tell you a quick story today about something that really kind of pissed me off the other day, kind of got under my skin. It's not even as much of a story as it is a Facebook chat that I had with somebody. So anyway, this happened it wasn't a couple days ago. It was several weeks ago, so I'm not all that annoyed by it anymore, but hopefully I can turn this thing into a lesson for some of you guys as well. So anyway, I frequently have people that reach out to me on Facebook and request to be my friend on Facebook. I get 10 to 20 friend requests a day, and the truth is I just can't accept everybody's friend request. Facebook only allows 5,000 friend requests, and I've got other people in my photography business that I have to accept as friends since that's a local business and so forth. And the truth is most people could get just as much benefit from following somebody as they could from being accepted as a friend request. Well, anyway, this particular person, you can read this chat in the blog post. I've posted it there in case you want to read the whole thing. But this person reached out to me and said, "Hey Tyson, I was hoping to connect with you. I'm currently looking into several network marketing opportunities and I hope to learn from your wisdom and experience." So I responded back. This was a private message between me and this person, and I said, "Sure, what's your question?" I was basically saying, "How can I help you?" And she, instead of asking me a question or trying to, see how she could learn from my experience, she says, "Is there any reason why you ignored my connection and my friend request? I didn't have a particular question, but as a new network marketer, I'm hoping to follow and learn from your experience and success." I went on to say, well, Facebook only allows 5,000 friends, but you can have as many followers as you want. Basically, I told her she's welcome to follow me. And she said, "I'm well aware of the Facebook limit, but I'd rather follow someone who's willing to invest in me and get to know me as well. I simply found your videos and I thought you shared great content, and I hope that your mindset and your heart to truly love and serve others was different than so many others I've come across. Something that you may want to consider is opening another Facebook account, which would allow you to connect with more people personally with anyone who reaches out to you." And I thought, what the hell are you talking about? I'm actually having a conversation with you. How much more personal do you want this to get? And I said, "We're having a private chat, aren't we? Is this not personal enough for you?" Anyway, the rest of the conversation was almost all one-sided. I said, basically, what's the difference in us having a private chat, versus us being your friend? It's almost like she just wanted me to stroke her ego by adding her as a friend. And she said, "No worries, my ego's strong enough and balanced regardless of whether you add me as a friend or not." Maybe it is. She said, "Apparently that we look at connecting with others differently, not a big deal, all the best to you." So anyway, a couple of points I want to make here. First of all, you can go back and read the rest of this. I actually went on to tell her a story about the fact that I actually reached out to Ray Higdon back whenever I was first getting started online. Now, Ray Higdon had absolutely no idea who I was at that time. I mean, I was a nobody. And I reached out to him, requested a friend request, and he didn't accept it. He ignored it, probably for the same reason that I ignored hers, because I get 1,000 friend requests. I mean, I get hundreds every single month, and I just couldn't accept everybody's friend request. So anyway, I went on to hopefully make a point to her. Whether she got it or not, I don't know. But I said, look, what I realized was that, first of all, I gain a whole lot more by following Ray Higdon than Ray gains by accepting me as a friend. What does he gain by accepting me as a friend? Nothing, right? But what do I gain by following him or listening to his trainings and his teachings? If somebody's had more success than me and I follow them, obviously I'm going to get a lot more out of it. So I don't need them to stroke my ego and say, "Hey, I'll be your friend." And clearly that seems like that's what this person wanted me to do for them. And my other point would be that this is a person who cannot see the forest for the trees. And what I mean by that is, one of the easiest ways to tell an amateur from a professional in their business is that amateurs get so caught up in all the details, all the minutia, they let the littlest tiny thing bother them and disrail them from their journey, from their goals, from going down the path that they've set down on. The professional lets that kind of stuff roll off of their shoulders. I think I heard Mike Dillard say, a true professional in this industry, a professional network marketer, for example, whenever somebody says no in their business, it just slides off of them. It's another day at the office. Whereas the amateur, it's like every yes or no is like the hinging point of whether or not they're going to survive in their business. Oh no, somebody said no. Another example, somebody leaves your team. Maybe you got a big team leader in your organization and they quit and they take their entire organization with them over maybe to another company. For the professional, it's just another day at the office. For the amateur, they look at all the small little details. And obviously those are some bigger things. But for the professional, even those big things just roll off their shoulders. People like this, amateurs, they let that kind of stuff bother them, and they can't get any value in their life. They won't let it in because they're looking at so many little things. Let me give you 2 more examples of this, and then I'll sign off today's video. I had somebody who was on one of my webinars several weeks ago who thought that he should let me know during the middle of my webinar. He sent me a private chat, not a private chat, but a chat in the chat box of the webinar to tell me that I had misspelled a word on one of my slides. I was like, are you serious? I mean, I wouldn't even work with somebody like that. If somebody like that wanted me to sponsor them and mentor them and coach them and work with them, I wouldn't even work with them, because if you can't get the value out of the training I'm providing you because of such a small detail, because one word is spelled wrong, there's no way I could possibly help you, nor would I want to, because that kind of person like that would drive me crazy. Another example is I had somebody email me a couple weeks ago responding to one of my emails and said, hey, I'm really bothered by the fact that your subject line of your email had OMG in the subject line. He said, I don't like people who take the Lord's name in vain. And I wrote back and I said, well, first of all, I don't like people who take the Lord's name in vain either. OMG can stand for oh my gosh, it can stand for oh my goodness. And I was like, second of all, why are you getting caught up in the details? I'm providing free training, free value, free stuff to help you with your business, and you're getting caught up in 3 little letters in a subject line, or somebody else is getting caught up because, a word is spelled wrong on the slides. I mean, imagine if I wanted to get involved in real estate investing and I was reading a book by Donald Trump. Do you think I would email Donald Trump and I'd say, not that I'm comparing him, I'm not the Donald Trump of online marketing, but my point being that if there's somebody out there who's got more experience and knowledge and success in doing something that I want to succeed at, I'm not going to get caught up in the minutia and say, you know what, Donald, I'm really not very happy with your politics. I don't really like your religious beliefs. You know what, I found a misspelled word in your book. No, of course not. I'm going to see the forest. I'm not going to focus on the trees. And hopefully you guys do that as well. I hope that the people who are watching this are the kind of people who don't get caught up in those little details. If you do find yourself getting caught up in those little details, I'd like to encourage you to let that kind of stuff roll off your shoulder, and I think it'll be one of those things that'll help you to get to the next level in your business. So anyway, hopefully you found this video to be helpful. If so, maybe you think I'm way off base. If so, feel free to post comments below. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Feel free to like and share this post on Facebook. And by the way, if you are interested in learning more about how you can get coaching and mentoring from me, feel free to click the link below this video. If you don't see the link, you can go to successwithtyson.com/mentor. I'll put I'll try and flash that on the screen here. So anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk soon. Bye.